Hi guys, it's Kelly from Performability, and this video is specifically for admin workers, desk workers, and particularly drivers. So that's those people who spend a lot of time in this forward type posture and they have back pain, upper back pain, and neck pain. So first of all, I just want to tell you a few tips in order to make sure that your setup is right for you. Obviously this is more difficult in a car, but if you are in a car, make sure that that steering wheel is at the right height for you and the right closeness. Now if you're at a desk with a chair and a table and the laptop, first of all, I would put a pillow in the small of your back, and that just takes a lot of pressure off and you can just sink back into it like that. The second thing I'd also do is making sure that your feet are propped up. And this again takes a lot of pressure off the lower back. So I'll just lower the camera here so you can see. So if you've just got a pile of books, just put that like that and then put your feet on top, and that releases the pressure, like I say, on that back. Now, the final thing I would make sure is everything is not off to the left over here or off to the right, so you have to reach over. Make sure everything is dead straight like this, so you just have to move as minimally as possible. And also make sure that your desk height is correct as well. Because if it's up here, you're going to be straining your wrists like that, and this muscle here is going to become overworked because you are contracting it like that, and it will become very tight. Likewise, if it's down here, then it will also put a strain on your wrist flexors as well. So making sure that laptop is the correct height for you. So now we're going to go on to the actual stretches and mobility. So obviously, you know, when you're poking your head forward like that and you're rounding your back, there's going to be a lot of tension in your neck here. And a lot of people forget that actually there's a lot of muscles here that are contracting and at the back here in order to get you into that position. So ideally we are looking for a nice straight back with the ear in line with your shoulder like that, and that is the ideal posture. As we know, if you're bending over like this, that is fine, it's not dangerous. However, if you spend days, weeks, months, years in that same sort of posture, then you are going to get more long-term problems. So first of all, we're going to go into some neck stretches. So a lot of the muscles here go from here onto the top of your collarbone and below it as well. So what I want you to do is to find your collarbone, so that's that bone just there, and then go and underneath it like that. So using your four fingers like that all in a row, you're going to put those fingers just underneath your collarbone. Now if you do this this expression with your face, do a little grin like that, you can see here my neck muscles are tensing up, and that shows you all the scalene muscles that are in your neck here. That's what they're called. So you want to press in and then you want to nod your head up like that. So this is a flexibility exercise in order to temporarily release the muscles in the front of your neck. So do about 10 nods, and then you're going to go further along your collarbone. So you're going to go a few inches up here, so that's mid clavicle, and then again nodding, and this time you're going to go off diagonally and you'll be able to feel the stretch on your skin of your neck like that. Again, 10 of those, and then finally you're going to go right up to the top, and I can feel that that is quite tight on me. So you can use your other hand, or you can support your elbow like that to give a bit more pressure into it like that, and then nodding and just exploring all those areas like that and trying to put the skin under a lot of stretch. Okay, so once you've done one side, I want you to do the other side and see if there's any differences between the two. Now of course we've got muscles in the back of our neck, so now we're going to go onto the posterior neck. So you want to put, again, your four fingers all in a row like this, either side of your spine. So you want to just lean back a little bit and look up, and then your muscles will relax a little bit, and then you want to massage, so sort of in like a circular motion like that, massage right at the top of your neck, so muscles can actually originate from the lower back and go all the way up to the upper back. So whilst you are releasing through here, you're actually releasing the muscle all along here. So get those fingers in, and then you're going to pivot along those fingers like that. So I'm putting most of my pressure through my middle finger and I'm pivoting over that middle finger. So I am putting in a fair bit of pressure. So keeping on the muscle, make sure you're not on the bone. And then I want you to move about an inch down. So a couple of vertebrae down. And then do your nods again, and then do some rotations. Up to the ceiling. And then finally in the base of the neck. So really put that pressure on. Okay, making sure you're getting that firm pressure. And rotating. Okay, lovely stuff. So now I'm going to go into a really nice neck stretch that you can just do on your chair whilst you're at work, or you can just always turn off the video of your conference call and then do the stretch. So I'll just lower this down. So you want to put this hand underneath your chair like that. If you're not sat on a chair, you can just sit on your hand like that, or put it in the small of your back. So grab that chair, and then from there, with your other hand, you want to hang on to your jaw or your ear / cheek, and then pull it over to the opposite side like that. And you can explore and pull your head further forward like this to the side. Now I want you to do 3 big belly breaths. So breathe in almost like you're breathing into your belly button. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay, on the other side, so using your right hand this time under the chair, grabbing hold of your cheek and then pulling it over to the opposite side. Then exploring forward, pulling your head a bit forward and to the side, and then start your breaths again. Okay, good stuff. So did one side of your neck feel tighter than the other? If so, I would go back and revisit that part of your neck and do some more release and some more stretches. So now we're going to go into the upper back. So obviously this is the sort of posture that we're getting into for potentially hours in the day. Now your body will end up looking like the posture that you're in most of the day. Okay, so again, we want to making sure that that ear is in line with the shoulder, like that. So we're going to be doing some exercise in order to sort of open us up in the upper spine. So as I've said before, these muscles are going to become tight and they're going to round us like that. And that muscle is the pec. So I want you to find that. So it's basically where your shoulder connects to the rest of your body. So you want to sort of get some pincers like that. And this is basically trigger pointing. So it's finding tight bits of your muscle that you can put a ball into against the wall and roll, but you're just using your hands. Okay, so you want to pinch that muscle there. And then you want to just go in and out like that. There we go, in and out. And this is quite tender on me. I know that I am tight. As a massage therapist, I'm obviously bent over and I'm always using my pec muscles. So this is going to be an important one for me. Okay, and then go up like that, keeping hold of that pec muscle, don't let it slip away. So you can readjust your fingers. I'm going to go a little bit further up because I can feel a bit of tightness in there. Up and down, all around, figure 8. Okay, shake it out. And then find your pec again, and then go out to the side. And this one doesn't feel as bad on me. Making sure you're getting used to which side is more tender, and that's the side you want to spend a few more minutes on. Okay, and then up and down, all around. Okay, and then shake it out. Okay, so now we are opened up through this muscle through here. Just my microphone. Okay, so the next one is a mobility exercise. This is strengthening the muscles at the back that are a bit long and weak. So now we need to strengthen them. So put your hands on the back of your neck like this. Sit up straight with the ear in line with your shoulder. You're going to pull your body down, so elbows down like this. And then elbows back. So the elbows are a nice cue for you in order to know where your body is going. So these are like elbow flies like this. You want to close your chest and open your chest and really sort of contract your muscles in between your shoulder blades. And squeezing at the bottom of your shoulder blades. Almost kiss them together. Okay, good stuff. Couple more. Last one. Okay, good stuff. So now again, as I've talked about the alignment of your ear and your shoulder, we're going to do a mobility, a strengthening exercise in order to get that alignment. So obviously when you're over your laptop like this, because you're hunched over, your neck has got to activate like this in order to see what's going on the screen. But if you actually sat up and didn't change your neck position, you're actually looking up there. When in fact, all you need to do is retract your head like that. It's almost like a chin tuck like that. Give yourself some double chins. So what you need to do is do 10 chin tucks. You're going to stick it forward like a pigeon. So you're not going like that, you're not hunching up like that. It's just purely forward like this. And then retract back and give yourself a double chin. Okay, so you're going to do 10 of those. And really push your head backwards into that aligned position. Couple more of these now. Really get back into that position. Pigeon, tuck it back. Okay. So another tip that I would give you is try and have a conscious awareness of your posture all the time. As an athlete, now retired, this is something that I have learnt. So at any given moment, I know where my posture is and I'm always correcting myself. It's only a little adjustment, but it's enough to make sure that I'm not making my posture worse. So give yourself a cue in order to correct your posture. So if you know you're on this conference call like that, if every time you look at the time, use that as your cue to be like, oh, right, I need to sit back, shoulders back like that, and sit up. Oh, need a cushion underneath. Oh, need some books underneath my feet to make sure that I am comfortable, because you are the most important person in the room. Okay? Okay, so now we're going to do another upper back strengthening exercise. So this is a bit like a dance move. So you're going to put one arm out like this, one elbow facing away from you, and you're going to separate the two like that. So you're really opening your chest up like this. So you are contracting what is called the rhomboid muscle and the lower trap. So let's do a few more of these. Really open your chest up. Okay, and then swap arms. So you're pushing away with this hand and opening away with this hand. Really squeeze that bottom part of your trap and rhomboid down here. So try not to tense up here. Okay, so the next part is thoracic rotation. So we want to get a bit of movement out of your upper back. You could just stay seated like this. So if we're twisting all the way to the left, we're going to put our right hand onto our knee like that, left hand around the chair, and you're just going to twist like that. Now you may feel a few cracks in your back. I'm going to twist and then come back. So I'm pushing into the chair like that. I'm pushing away with my knee. Okay, and then come back. So making sure that you're nice and upright, not like, because you're not going to do anything if you're down here. Upright. And then twist to the other side. So I'm putting my left hand on my right knee and then using my right arm to push against the chair. A couple more of those, sitting nice and upright. Okay, so the next one is going to be for the lower back, and in my opinion this is one of the best ones. So if you can get up and have a wander around, give this one a go. I'll just put this camera back. So all I want you to do is to slide one hand down your knee as far as you can go. Now I don't want you to be going here or back here. right in line like that. Slide it all the way down, and then this hand, drop it over like that, and you'll feel a really nice stretch in your lower back. Okay, now I want you to breathe through your belly, almost like you're pushing your belly button away. A couple of breaths here. And on the out breath, try and sink a little bit further down. Okay, and then go over to the other side. So sliding that hand down the knee, hand over, making sure you're in alignment. Okay, and then the final one is going to be on the floor, and this is called the pretzel and is one of my personal favourites. So just get onto the floor like this, sure that's out of the way, cross one leg over, going to grab the knee, so this is my left leg and I'm grabbing it with my right hand here, and then I'm grabbing my right foot with my left hand like that, and just go back onto the floor. Now if you can't do this, then I would recommend doing some knee drops like this, and that will be a similar experience, and keeping your shoulders on the floor. Let's resume that position again. Try and keep both shoulders onto the floor, pulling up with this right hand and pulling this left foot. This gives you a really nice stretch all throughout your spine, whilst incorporating a bit of hip and bit of quad. Okay, let's swap. Cross that right leg over, grab it with your left hand, and then grab your left foot with your right hand. And try and keep both shoulders on the floor. Couple more breaths. Okay, and then come out of that position. So that is the end of the admin worker, desk worker and driver flexibility and mobility routine. Now I'd recommend doing this anytime that you can. Just doing little bits every single day can really help. If you've got any other questions, then please let me know and get in contact through my YouTube channel. Please enjoy the rest of my videos. Best of luck with the exercises and hope you have a good day. Thanks for tuning in.